Hey guys, hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Vaibhav Shetty Experience, only on Millions. So let me just invite Ashish in real quick, a guest of honor for the day. Hi Ashish, we'll just wait for him to adjust his camera for a minute. Okay, so as he adjusts his camera, we'll just talk a little bit about Ashish. Ashish has been a famous Muay Thai athlete for India for the last 4 years or so. And as you can see behind him, the beautiful belt that he has, the Bangla Stadium belt, he became the very first Indian to win the stadium belt. Before this, okay, we lost him, so I'll try to get him back again. But before he won the Bangla belt, he was part of the Indian IFMA team and has won medals for us on the world stage. Uh, Let me just make sure I can get him online. Anyways, thank you so much, people who joined early. I see Chiranjeev, Karthik Bhaduria, Shiv Prasad, Shinto, Kushu Sadev, Vanshit Sikka, and Ojas Kalra. You guys have been waiting for a while. Thank you so much. And we have Ashish joining us now. Finally, everything's working fine, I guess. Hi, Ashish.
Just give me a second. I'll adjust the camera. Wait.
No problem.
Hi, Vaibhav. How are you?
Doing good, Ashish. And welcome to the very first episode of the Vaibhav Shetty Experience. We are starting off a journey with you.
And congratulations, bro. You're
Oh,
starting up with
thanks.
a new venture.
Thank you. But congratulations. I think I have to congratulate you. You are a two-time Bangla Stadium champion. I mean, that is insane.
Thank you, bro. And it's an honor as well as at the same time you've been doing great in Muay Thai and promoting the game big time. Kickboxing, Muay Thai. You've been winning fights and winning the trophies and belts. So at the same time, it feels good and honor to talking to the same level of you see the understanding of a fighter. So it feels good.
Uh, Appreciate it, bro. And we can see the beautiful title next to you. You want to show the people in the audience, what that belt looks like a little up close.
It's like this and see this is just the part of belt and I have made it like it's a custom made belt. So my name would be there in the belt when I'll be bringing it.
Oh,
So
nice. So custom nameplates for you. That is awesome.
yeah, so but the only thing is that's missing is that I don't have the Indian flag on it. So I
Right.
wish next belt I win if in any tournament or something, I would love to have an Indian flag.
Me, I think journey जो है शुरू हो गई है. And now that you won the title, the flag will come on there. I'm 100% sure it will.
Thank you, bro. Thanks a lot, bro.
अच्छा तो मैंने आपके बारे में थोड़ा इंट्रोडक्शन दिया लोगों को. But in your own words, how would you describe yourself?
So first of all, thanks a lot for introducing me to the people who are listening, and the most important thing, bro. Um right now, this is just beginning of the journey. You know that very well. So, but from where we have started, starting from kickboxing, I started with some kickboxing when I was 24 years old.
Mhm.
1 year of kickboxing, but then I switched to Muay Thai. I met Anil Mehta in Anil Bhaiya guided me towards going into Muay Thai. So,
Mhm.
and he's one of those fighters whom I used to follow for going to training, like going to Chiang Mai. He guided me to Chiang Mai. So then the journey began, and we all have our own path. And after that, I fought in Chiang Mai, and after that, participated in national championship in Muay Thai. Won that in 85 kilos, and then everything happened. Gone for Asian Championship, World Championship, and then became the first Indian to win the medal in world level tournament in IFMA.
Right.
Like the first male, I was the one who won the fight in against Chinese Taipei. So I won
Mm-hmm.
a bronze medal, and that was like something big for us. Reason being, we were not able to win like
Right.
any fights in IFMA, and the level of fighters are really big. Many one championship fighters lose the fight there.
Right.
So competing with these fighters were like a big task, and that's where your game develops a lot.
Right. Right.
And after that, everything is going on, and many failures, continuously losing fights.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big downfall, and then COVID came. Everything was shut down.
Right.
Then went for world championship, got knocked out in world championship by a strong opponent. So
Mm-hmm.
that's like you're trying your best and you're failing every time. And after that, I went to one of the best gyms in Thailand right now,
Mm-hmm.
where Jonathan Hegarty trains, Lamai Muay Thai.
Right.
So that's also a very big gym. And so I went there and experienced training with bigger fighters, big names,
Mm-hmm.
and they helped me a lot. But then I fought in Muay Hardcore. So I was
Right.
the second Indian to fight in Muay Hardcore, which is
Uh-huh.
like Muay Thai with MMA gloves.
Right.
Before me, Ayushman Mukherjee he's from Tripura, or so this
Little fight.
guy he fought two times in hardcore, and it's really tough, bro. Like fighting MMA in MMA gloves is different, and fighting MMA gloves
Mm.
Muay Thai is totally different.
Right.
And I think only three Indian fighters have done it. Me, Anil Bhaiya, and Ayushman. So we fought on hardcore,
Right.
and after that I had a big injury in my third fight in hardcore. So
Mm-hmm.
had to stop for like 9 or 10 months of healing myself and getting back to square one, getting back to training. Then I came to the current gym I'm training in. It's in Phuket. It's
Uh-huh.
the name is Phuket Singa. So this
Right.
gym has been like you see, showing me a good path.
Uh-huh.
Many friends of mine have also trained here right now. Pratik Vats from
Yes.
Ghaziabad. He's like Beard 11 fighter. So his profile is by Beard 11 fighter.
Mm-hmm.
One of the guys I look up to as like so hardworking guy, and work ethic is very strong. So
Right.
uh, he also trained with me here. He fought from Singa also, and I fought 7 times in last 6 months in Singa.
Right.
So my
Uh-huh.
record here is really good. I would say like five. I fought 7 times. I won 5 fights. So I lost two
Nice.
of them.
Mm-hmm.
And But the experience has been like growing. I have grown as a fighter here. So they look really they look over you. The coach is really good. The boss is really good. He's
Mm-hmm.
like they treat you. It's like a family gym.
Right.
So you learn a lot, and I'm happy to train here. So like most people who ask me like where to train in Thailand, so I'm like, if you talk to me, I would say like if you want to start or something, go up.
Mm-hmm.
So come to this gym. Like this is really good. They take care of you.
Right.
And so this is like my experience of Muay Thai right now.
Perfect. Me, I think like you said, right? It's not just about finding the best gym. It's about finding the gym that is best for you. And that is, I
Yes.
think, what you found right now.
Yeah, yeah. No, and it's like they have right now. They went like the name is growing up. We have this gym has produced the first Road to One champion. Celeste. This
Right.
girl won like $100,000.
Uh-huh.
There was a competition of Road to One championship,
Right.
and she's from Singapore.
Uh-huh.
And then we have current fighters who are fighting in One Lumpini and Super Champ. So I get to train with big fighters right now, and many of my friends right now whom I'm training with are really strong.
Brilliant, brilliant. By the way, Ojas Kalra and Khushbu Sahadev, they've joined and they're waving out to you. So we out back to them, please. Great.
They're my family, so
Oh,
basically my family is
brilliant.
watching.
Nice, nice. Achha, so we covered a lot, and you managed to cover your entire life story in this few minutes that we had early. So I'll just touch upon thode parts of it, okay? Because the way you started, it's very eerily similar to mine. Because why I started getting into MMA, because that was my first sport, is I had a startup business, and my fitness had gone completely, for a toss. Especially when you have a business or have a startup, you do not get focus. The chance to focus on your health. Yeah,
You have to focus on two things, and when you are in a stress of business and earning money, so your mind is always occupied by that. So it's
absolutely
not.
right. So for me, MMA was an outlet for all the stress that I had, and then I felt completely in love with the game, which I'm assuming the same happened to with you and kickboxing.
I so my journey was really fun because I started kickboxing as losing weight. I was 94, 95 kilos at that
Wow.
time. I
Uh-huh.
I like gained like this because I was not. I stopped playing cricket for two
Hmm.
years. I was like professionally playing cricket before, so
Right.
10 years I played cricket and then stopped it. And for 2 years, I'm just eating and doing uh, doing the weight training, but no fitness activities like running or something with the sports. So
Right.
that was off. And then I realized that I'm not fit. And
Hmm.
then I went. Then I look for a kickboxing gym near my home,
Right.
and this coach I met, and he's like really. He helped me a lot in the beginning, and because for the basics you need someone to push you.
Right.
So his name is Sunil Rajput, and he helped me a lot in the beginning. And my friends whom I met there, they were also very motivating. One of the guys is Satyam. He's still my friend right now, and
Hmm.
I met him there, and he was a motivating factor because he was a national champion. So I look up to him, and he's like I see him training so hard. But then I realized that I don't have enough time to train
Right.
because I see when I want to come training, I have to rush back to my factory and see what's working there. But I was not interested in working. So all the time I want to do it, but I'm not interested.
Right.
Then so the gym has been like so martial art has been giving me so much from over the time, and because of martial art, I met my wife as well. So
Oh,
it was
nice.
like it was a very uh, like a good aspect for me because my coach started training like kickboxing in a
Uh,
gym,
mm-hmm.
and that day he didn't have a trainer. So
Acha.
he asked me, "Are you vacant to go for training? Like take a class that day?"
Right.
I said, "Okay, I'll go and take a class."
Mm-hmm.
And so I see my wife there, and like I don't know her, and I met her, and she thinks that I'm a trainer, but I just go as a proxy. So
Right.
it was really funny, and that's when the things because of kickboxing and martial art.
Mhm.
I met my life partner as well. So this is
Well,
also very
nice.
it's like it has been giving me since the day I joined it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe fitness, maybe you say people know me in my place. Some people
Mm-hmm.
know me, so and because people want to train, get fit. So that's really good. That this gives you recognition.
Right. Does she still train kickboxing? कि इन्होंने छोड़ दिया?
Uh, वो अभी ट्रेनिंग नहीं करती बट कभी कभी लाइक शी नोज हाउ टू किक शी नोज हाउ टू पंच तो कभी
Right.
कभी लाइक बट ऐसा है ना कि आई थिंक दैट वाइफ डजंट लाइक ट्रेनिंग विद हस्बैंड तो
Right.
वो that's obvious and you know that so
Right.
that's a very one so
Right.
but yeah she does train she does weight training as well
Oh,
so that's
great. I'm assuming she comes for your fights when she gets a chance.
this time she's here and
Uh-huh.
maybe my next fight she'll be here. This fight I wanted to I said that she was here, but then I was fighting for the belt, and I'm
Right.
telling you like in front of everyone that I was really nervous
Mm-hmm.
because I knew the opponent is like not easy this time. Like it's gonna be really tough. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought like I don't want her to be there, so I'll be like conscious in my mind. First time I've never fought in front of her, so
Okay.
like I'll be conscious. So I said that I'll send you the live stream. And this time, every time I fight in Bangla, there is a live stream, but this time there was no live stream,
Oh
so
no. Okay.
she couldn't see the fight. And when
Uh-huh.
I came back, she was like really happy. I sent my friend sent her the video,
Mm-hmm.
and like that was really like you see very welcoming when I see her. Like she was really happy, and but I couldn't take her. I felt bad that I couldn't take her, But
Hmm.
next fight, I'm sure that I'm gonna take her, whatever be the result.
Nice, brilliant. Uh, so yeah, I think this is key because a lot of time when we have a family with us, right, it makes us a little more nervous than usual.
Yeah,
I completely get that. Yeah.
I totally feel that every martial artist feels that. I don't know if someone doesn't feel that, but most of the people who are fighting in front of their family, they have some nervousness.
Right. But that's where also the strength comes from, to be honest. Because they are the ones motivating you, and you're fighting for them, uh,
Yeah.
in a sort of way, is what I would say. Uh, so I just want to touch upon the topic of nervousness. ठीक है? Because a lot of fighters say कि मुझे डर लगता नहीं. But when you look at the best fighters, even the UFC, after they retired, they were like, हर fight के पहले डर लगता है. If you're not afraid, there's something wrong with you. The nervousness helps. So
So there
what?
is a question of dar or fear,
Right,
which I think changes with the level of your training. So
right,
level of your fights. I think जब हमने पहली बार fight करी थी, the first fight we had, we were scared कि he will beat me or I'll get injured.
right,
Second fight we did that I am scared कि मैं point ले पाऊंगा या नहीं ले पाऊंगा. I was not scared कि मैं चोट लगेगी. I was scared कि मैं point ले पाऊंगा नहीं ले पाऊंगा. Will I be able to win the fight? Third fight you realize that if even if he's strong, but
mhm,
I have to execute that. तो
right.
आई थिंक नर्वसनेस चेंज होती रहती है विद एवरी
Mhm.
फाइट. फॉर अब जो फाइट्स होती हैं उसमें द स्केरी पार्ट इज नॉट कि आप फाइट में अच्छा करो या बुरा करो. द
Right,
द मेन पार्ट इज कि आपका डर आपको एक अच्छी गेम भी प्रोड्यूस करके देता है. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि व्हेन
right,
यू हैव अ फियर, सो यू कीप योर गार्ड अप. So
right.
you have that in if you have got knocked out because of your guard down, you keep your
Mhm.
guard up. सेकेंडली जो भी गलती आपने पहले ट्रेनिंग में करी है, तो
Mhm.
वो आप उसे रिपीट नहीं करोगे अगर आपने वो चीज रियलाइज कर ली. तो डर विद एवरी फाइट इट चेंजेस. कभी अगर आप किसी फाइटर को लुक अप कर रहे हो एंड ही हैज अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टाइल ऑफ सपोज समवन इज अ मुआ खाओ, सो यू
Mhm.
नो दैट if I come close to him or I clinch him, he's gonna smash me with the knees. So
Right,
I वो डर रहेगा कि मेरे को क्लिंच में नहीं आना इसके साथ.
right.
आई हैव टू स्टे अवे फ्रॉम हिम. मेरे को रेंज रखनी है, मुझे बॉक्स करना है. तो वो सारी चीजें. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे अभी मैंने लास्ट फाइट करी, आई न्यू द गाय आई वाज फाइटिंग बिकॉज आई सॉ हिज फाइट. He swing punches a lot. Like उसके punch मेरे को लगे दो तीन. So I
Mhm.
was rocked in first or second round. I was rocked because this guy had like really hard punches and he was like 4-5 kgs up than me. So I
Mhm.
could realize it कि मैंने गलती कर दी है. My chin is open.
Mhm.
So what happens is कि आपको गलती realize हुई, but मेरे को realize हुई third round में.
Right.
Third round, I realize it. I keep my guard like this. I go in, rush in, and then I
Mhm.
start clinching with him. Then I use the knee or body shot. I use the body shot, and he goes down on the body shot. So I was lucky enough कि मेरे जो coach थे in my
Mhm.
corner, Krunat, he was like angry with me after the second round. He said, "What
Okay.
are you doing?" Because I started playing his game, the
Right.
opponent. तो
Mhm.
वो डर, जो डर था ना वो वही हुआ कि मेरा जो डर था कि मैं इसके साथ बॉक्स स्विमिंग पंच ना शुरू कर दूं,
Mhm.
ब्रॉल पंच ना शुरू कर दूं, एंड आई स्टार्टेड इट. सो
Right.
आप कभी कभी उस डर के चक्कर में
Mhm.
या आई कुड से आई वाज ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट मे बी बिकॉज मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा था आई कुड टेक हिम इन द बॉक्सिंग और समथिंग. बट देन उसको एडवांटेज हो गया. उसने वो ही वाज शॉर्ट, तो उसने वो घुमाना चालू किया एंड ही कॉट मी
Right.
टू. So then I started change my strategy in the third round and I
Mhm.
started clinching him.
Right.
And but with clinch I use knee and then I started my boxing. In fourth
Right.
round I used my box and he goes down on the boxing. So
Oh, brilliant.
I think ये डर बहुत जरूरी है. एंड अगर जो फाइटर कहता है, आई रियलाइज कि कोई फाइटर कहता है कि डर नहीं लगता, सो आई थिंक उनको डर इसलिए भी नहीं लगता होगा या वो सच भी बोल रहे होंगे क्योंकि दे आर वेरी श्योर अबाउट द गेम. दे नो,
Right.
दे मे बी नो अबाउट देयर ओपोनेंट की क्या होने वाला है या वो
Mhm.
उसकी स्ट्रैटेजी करेगी. बट डर मेक्स यू वेरी प्रोटेक्टिव एंड एज वेल कीप योर डिफेंस वेरी स्ट्रांग.
Got it. Perfect. Brilliantly said. I think I couldn't have put it better myself. Ashata, I just want to touch upon the other sports that you played because you said you were a kickboxing champion पहले, and that was in low kick. उसके
Okay.
बाद आपने मुay thai किया,
हाँ.
and you even done boxing. You are undefeated in boxing, 1-0, but still that's undefeated in professional boxing.
The boxing was very funny part. Not funny part. I would say I started boxing with WBC champion. This guy is Sagar Narwar. मेरा
Right.
भाई है. I call him as my brother. So he lives in Faridabad. He is also from Faridabad. I am also from Faridabad. If he's listening right now, so I'm very thankful to this guy because उसके पास अगर sparring partner नहीं होता था, so
Mhm.
he used to beat me every day. वो
Okay.
मुझे मुझे रोज रैगडॉल करता था एंड मारता था बुरी तरीके से.
Okay.
रीजन बीइंग, आई एम सेइंग दिस ऑन इंटरव्यू, because of his beating I became stronger and
Okay.
after some time I could give him competition. मैं उसे
Right.
स्पारिंग में आफ्टर 3 months उसके साथ मैं मैच करने लगा, चाहे 4 राउंड या 5 राउंड.
Mhm.
सो दैट गाय हेल्प मी अ लॉट. उसने मेरी बॉक्सिंग को इतना चेंज करा. मैं सिंगल पंच खोलता था तो उसने मेरे को ओपनिंग समझाया कि कैसे बॉक्स करना है एंड ही हेल्प मी अ लॉट. और he's fighting big names now. और बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, क्योंकि कोविड में सब बंद था एंड वी बोथ वर ट्रेनिंग ओनली बिकॉज हम और लोग भी नहीं कर सकते थे. सो वी वर
Right.
ट्रेनिंग इन अ फैसिलिटी जो अंदर जाके थी. तो
Mhm.
गांव में थोड़ा सा पड़ता था तो ज्यादा लोग नहीं थे. बट
Mhm.
देन उसके पास भी पार्टनर नहीं थे. देन आई वाज नॉट डूइंग मुआ थाई. आई डिडंट हैव एनीवन टू डू मुआ थाई एंड ही वाज नॉट इनटू मुआ थाई. तो
Right.
उसके साथ बॉक्सिंग करके आई लर्न वेरी क्विकली. तो
Right.
फायदा ये हुआ दैट आई वाज गेटिंग अ पर्सनल ट्रेनिंग
Mhm.
with a guy who is WBC champion
Right.
and he had like a 12 win record. तो
Uh-huh.
वो सीख के ना मेरे को easy हो गया
Right.
boxing other. And then I had a debut against Afghanistan guy.
Mhm.
That was in the punch boxing,
Right.
and this guy was like 6 feet tall.
Wow.
Yeah, but a young boy, 19
Mhm.
year old boy.
Mhm.
But the whole fight, I was like charging, crazy, charge, 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 charge. I
Uh-huh.
think I was not that technical. Balasar was in my corner. He said after the fight that you didn't play technical or something like that. But then
Mhm.
I was blessed to be a part as a Haryanvi,
Right.
born and brought up in Haryana. So you have that advantage of going aggressive.
Right.
Sometimes I feel that training with uh, when you train in Haryana and people from Haryana, they tend to fight aggressive. So
Right.
that helped me a lot in the fight. I think uh, that was an experience. और कभी भी आगे भी I think if I continue this and maybe in future
Mhm.
can do box as well.
Very great. That is awesome. So that is for people who don't know about Sagar Narwat, right? Shout out to Sagar Narwat. He's been doing very very
He
well.
got he got verified today on Instagram as well. Sagar
Oh, great.
Narwat.
That is
So
awesome.
so
Yeah, I
happy for
know
him.
he's come to Canada to fight. Unfortunately, he lost his last match, but
He
it
lost
was
the
a very
fight,
good
but
match, from what I know. Yeah.
bro, by I think he fought really good, and he fought a big name. Sukhdeep boxer. Sukhdeep Singh
Yes.
is like a big name.
Right.
He's from Canada, and he fought a very strong opponent.
Right.
He's taller than him and like big reach, and I think that's like good for him. He fight big names, and soon he'll defeat the big names as well.
Right. And I think what is key here is यहाँ पे दो Indians थे जो कनाडा में आके उन्होंने main event किया, which is amazing. That was
So
amazing.
the good thing is in combat world after what Anshul did, you see Ehtasham, there is a boy called Ehtasham who won in Niza.
I know him. Yeah. Yes, I've seen that. Absolutely.
Yeah, so
He's a
so
choke
you
athlete,
see,
right? Yeah.
yeah, and recently Manthan Rane, he fought in one Lumpini. He
Uh-huh.
also trained with us on in Balasar's gym. I was training back then in TCF. He used
Right.
to train back then in TCF, so I remember. So he was fighting in one Lumpini, and he had a very close fight. He
Right.
lost with a Russian guy, but very close fight, I think. And so all in all, Indian fighters are getting really active. और अभी मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि सबको समझ आ चुका है कि हम लोग बड़े स्टेज के लिए रेडी हैं. बस
Right.
वी नीड प्रॉपर गाइडेंस. और नो वन टू यू सी कि मैं तुझे स्टार बना दूंगा, मैं तुझे ये कर दूंगा. नो वन इज गोना मेक यू अ स्टार. नो वन इज
Right.
गोना हेल्प यू पुश. यू हैव टू पुश योरसेल्फ. यू हैव टू फाइंड योर पाथ. And you have to see who's with you, who's not with you, and keep moving forward.
Right. Right. So, just before all this started happening, where people started winning, India started winning, right? There was this feeling among the fans कि Indian fighters बाहर जाते हैं, but they always lose. And that was a trend, but I think that was very unfair to the fighters who went and paved the way for the current fighters, because the kind of opponents they were being put up against, the levels were sometimes very, very mismatched, is what I believe. What is your opinion?
I see many fights. So when I fought one of the guys on, so I won't, I know about Bala sir's experience. He
Mhm.
fought a very tough opponents, and he didn't have a very strong camp back then, because India में इतना MMA का तब craze भी नहीं था. So
Right.
he fought 3 times in one championship back then. तो
Mhm.
तब भी I saw his opponents really stronger than him, and he didn't have a very strong camp back then. तो वो भी एक realization हुई कि यार तब नहीं था, but अब we have big opportunities. Even in India, the camps are very strong now. If you see
Right.
CrossFit Fight Club,
Mhm.
ICSA, many, मतलब ये तो MMA के लिए जो मैं I have seen. Then I go to TCF for I was training with Bala sir, and then now I have my own gym back in Faridabad, and then
Correct.
there is Warrior Scope. बहुत सारे जिम, मतलब you have n number of gyms. Roar near my place, Roar में पराक्रम का जिम है अपना. तो you have so many gyms opening up near you that अब you get the rolling partners. ठीक है, ऐसा
Right.
नहीं कि जिजित्सु सिर्फ एक बंदा कर रहा है, जिजित्सु
Exactly.
करने वाले बहुत. But then there is a shortage of Muay Thai trainers.
Right.
In my place,
Mhm.
I'm the authentic Muay Thai trainers, not the ones who know Muay Thai, the one who are active with Muay Thai. See, जैसे सूर्या हो गया, he is active.
Right.
अनिल भैया, अभिमन्यु ठाकुर,
Mhm.
अतिन गौड़, अतिन इज हेयर, तो उसका प्रतीक वत्स. सो ये ऐसे बंदे हैं जो who have fought on the big level.
Right.
तो जैसे आयुष्मान हो गया, निंग गोगोई हो गया.
Mhm.
अगर ताई ताई यू नो अबाउट ताई, he's
Yes.
also the
Mhm.
Bangla now. So
Yes.
and he trains near me. We meet each other every day, like. तो ऐसा, मतलब अगर इंडिया में ऐसा मुआ थाई का स्कोप भी बढ़े, तो
Mhm.
we have more fighters like these, तो इंडिया में भी ग्रो होगा. जैसे जुजुत्सु has grown so big
Yes.
after I used to know only one name in Delhi area, that was Cross Train Fight Club.
Yes.
एंड आई न्यू ओनली सिद्धार्थ सर, कि यार
Right.
यही है, इनको ही आता है और किसी को नहीं आता. बट
Right.
आफ्टर फॉलोइंग हिज स्टेप्स मेनी पीपल स्टार्टेड डूइंग इट. लाइक हो सकते कितने बंदे हैं जो उनसे सीख के ही दे आर ओपनिंग देयर ओन जिम्स. तो
Right.
वो भी एक अलग चीज है कि मतलब वो एक क्रेज बढ़ चुका है. एंड देन आई डोंट नो बैक साउथ कौन कौन है, बस आई नो अबाउट जितेश सर, because
Okay.
I used to follow him, and Jitesh Ranjan sir, he's a nice guy and very strong coach. Like, तो
Right.
उनका वर्क एथिक मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगता है. तो
Right.
ऐसे ऐसे बंदे. एंड देन आफ्टर दैट आई सी मैट्रिक्स फाइट नाइट जब से आया,
Uh-huh.
एमएफएन, व्हेन एमएफएन केम इनटू पिक्चर, तो सब लोग का मतलब क्रेज का लेवल अलग ही पहुंच गया. उनको
Right.
स्ट्राइकिंग भी सीखनी है, उनको ग्रैपलिंग भी सीखनी है, उनको सब सीखना है, क्योंकि अब लेवल बढ़ता जा रहा है. There
Right.
is one gym called TCA Nagaland.
Uh-huh.
TCA.
I forgot. I think Bon Jovi was. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm.
I don't know. I know about the owner of that place. जैसे Chaitanya Bhaiya used to train Chaitanya Kauli, who has a gym. Yeah, he's an active fighter. तो Chaitanya Bhaiya used to go for a camp there. तो I remember कि चैतन्य भैया वहाँ कैंप करने जा रहे हैं यार, मतलब the level would be really high because he's also a good fighter. He's fighting active MFN fighter. तो तब मुझे लगा कि यार मतलब इंडिया में बहुत सारी ऐसी जगहें हैं जो
Mhm.
अनएक्सप्लोर्ड है.
Okay. Got it. Got it. अच्छा, so I'll just roll back a little bit now to your amateur career. जब आपने शुरुआत की थी and you learned Muay Thai and you went for
I started with kickboxing.
you started with kickboxing, then you went to Muay Thai and you went for the IFMA World Championship, which is amateur or pro am, I would say. But
Amateur.
ठीक है, ठीक है.
You have a head guard, you have a elbow guard, you have shin guards, but then you are fighting the guys who are fighting in one championship.
Exactly. Yeah, I was about to get to that, which is ridiculous. But yeah, that's the level you face over there. So, कैसा लगा when you went? I mean, did you know that before you went for the first World Championship?
So I went for an Asian championship, and see my nose. You can see this.
Yeah.
It's my first Asian championship. I fought in 85 kilos. That was like a big mistake of mine. Like I came from national championship. I became the national champion in 86 kilos. So I thought like I'm very strong and all. So I go for Asian Championship in Macau,
Mhm.
and my first draw was Iraq, and Iraq was not there. Like so, I get a walkover. So I was in the semi-finals. So I
Okay.
was in the semi-finals with Iran.
Uh-huh.
So Iran guy was like 6 feet tall and like this muscular. I was
Mhm.
muscular, but I was 5'10" and muscular, and you could see his reach and
Right.
strong strength.
Right.
And this guy kicked me in like 45 seconds. He breaks my nose by knee to the face, and I'm like still standing. What's happening? And
Right.
the referee comes, and say,
Oh.
like go out. And this was my experience because I was not prepared for it.
ठीक है.
from
Right.
from there to fighting next fight in 75 kilos in world championship, I fought against Peru.
Mhm.
uh, I that next fight also I lost, but then this fight I gave a good fight. I tried my best to give a good fight, but
Right.
then I lost again. Third fight, everyone was sure that they are going to lose again because no one was winning it, and
Right.
like big names like many fighters were losing it. So uh, I thought like मेरा भी chance नहीं होगा. Then I went to Korea, South
Mhm.
Korea. So me and Anil Mehta, Anil, we are only two people went there. No team was there with us.
Right.
No management was there with us because it was really expensive. We had to pay our own
Right.
travel. So I got a sponsor back then. So I traveled to South Korea, and I had my quarter-final fight with the
Mhm.
Chinese Taipei.
Right.
But I had a leg injury in sparring
अच्छा.
with a low kick. So my leg was limping before the fight. So I had an injury. So I knew that I am only gonna fight one fight. उसके बाद आई एम गोना बी स्मैश्ड. मतलब मैं एक फाइट से ज्यादा, और मुझे ऐसा लगा 100% दे दो जो भी
Mhm.
होगा. मतलब
Right.
विन लूज बट 100% देना इस फाइट में, कि हो सकता है मेडल लग जाए. तो
Right.
आई वाज ओनली देयर टू शो दैट इंडियंस कैन फाइट, कि यार हम अच्छी फाइट करेंगे. Before me, Anil Mehta, Anil Bhaiya, he fought against Kazakhstan, and
Okay.
it was a very close fight, like a point, इतना close fight था, and he lost on point, but very close fight. उनकी फाइट देख के then I realized, अबे यार इतनी close भी फाइट करी तो भी हार जाएंगे. तो यू हैव टू नॉक देम डाउन. अगर तुमने
Right.
जीतना है तो यू नॉक देम डाउन. और एक अगर तुमने काउंटिंग करवा दी इन एमेच्योर, यू नो, इफ यू काउंट, अगर तुमने काउंटिंग करा दी, सो यू गेट
Yeah.
एन एडवांटेज. द
Right.
10-8 स्कोर, 10-9 स्कोर से 10-8 स्कोर हो जाएगा.
Yes.
तो इन फर्स्ट राउंड I caught him with a cross,
Mhm.
and this guy drops,
Oh, great.
like he wobbles, and then the
Mhm.
counting starts.
Right.
And end of the round, I caught him with a knee,
Mhm.
and two times counting. Then the whole fight, I was playing like the Thai
Right.
style, and I won the fight. But my leg was injured badly, so I couldn't fight the next fight. But I won the bronze medal. I was limping after the fight, but I was happy that I could survive this fight and
Right.
win for India. And everyone in Muay Thai circuit, and the ones who follow amateur circuit, were
Uh-huh.
really happy that we did it. At
Right.
least we gave a strong fight. And the camp I did with Bala Shetty sir, and Anil Bhaiya was there in the camp. So we three were there in the camp. So the camp was good and it helped us a lot. So वो भी एक अच्छी चीज थी कि amateur के लिए we had a strong camp
Right.
back then. But अभी मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि लेवल इतना ज्यादा हाई हो चुका है, कि और कंट्रीज का लेवल इतना हाई हो चुका है कि आप इंडिया में कैंप अगर आपको करना है ना, तो यू
Mhm.
नीड मेनी फाइटर्स. बट उससे मतलब आई वुड प्रेफर कि कई बंदे जो यहाँ के कैंप कर रहे हैं उनको एडवांटेज है, बिकॉज दे
Right.
आर ट्रेनिंग विद द बेस्ट फाइटर्स. और
Right.
वो उनका स्पारिंग पार्टनर्स इतने अच्छे, उनका वर्क एथिक इतना ज्यादा बढ़ जाता है कि
Mhm.
और देन यहाँ लिमिटेड फंड्स में भी काम हो रहा है. तो
Right.
वो भी एक एडवांटेज हो रहा है. सो
Mhm.
द गाइज हु माइट बी लिसनिंग टू मी, जो भी मुआ थाई करते हैं, सो
Right.
बहुत पोटेंशियल वाले बंदे हैं जिनको मौका नहीं मिल रहा. तो आई
Uh-huh.
थिंक अगर वो यहाँ के ट्रेनिंग करेंगे तो उनको भी एडवांटेज मिलेगा.
और अगर किसी एमेचर एथलीट इंडिया में अगर उसने अभी बस शुरुआत की है एंड ही वांट्स टू कम टू थाईलैंड एंड स्टार्ट ट्रेनिंग, व्हाट डज ही, आई मीन व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड फ्रॉम हिम इन टर्म्स ऑफ वीजा, मनी, क्या क्या लगता है तुम्हें?
सो एमेच्योर एथलीट के लिए आई वुड सजेस्ट कि एमेच्योर एथलीट को फर्स्ट इंडिया में, अभी इंडिया का लेवल ही पार करने के लिए, ही शुड फाइट
राइट.
फॉर लाइक 1 year or 2 years, कि वो नेशनल और प्रो एम लेवल तक अपने आप को प्रिपेयर कर ले. 2 साल या 1 साल वो अपने गेम को दे. fight
Right.
as many fights in India as you can, amateur, pro am, जो भी है. So then you are prepared for Thailand. कि आपका वो mindset बन चुका है कि you are in the ring और आप used to हो चुके हो वो intensity को झेलने के लिए. Then after that you apply for a 2 month visa जो एक tourist visa होता है. अगर आप tourist visa भी apply करोगे तो they'll need some bank papers और जो आपकी statements और वो सब लेंगे. तो आप 2 months के लिए apply करो. Come for 2 months, train. जैसे I started with Chiang Mai for basics, for good training. I started with Santai gym, and now there are many gyms in Chiang Mai, which is like Manasak. He's like a Rajadharman and Lumpini champion. Then Rajadharman and Lumpini champion, one more Thailand, Pinsinchai. So these guys have their own gyms in Chiang Mai. तो जिसको basics शुरू करना है और basic game अच्छा करना है, वो वहाँ जा सकता है. But then you level up, you can come to Phuket.
Right.
Phuket, जैसे I'm training in Singa, there are many gyms in Phuket. तो
Right.
my preference was कि मैं यहाँ पर आया तो मेरे को यहाँ सीखने को मिला. So I'm happy with them कि 6 months हो गए I've been training with them. तो जहाँ आपको ग्रोथ दिखती है, जिस जिम में आपको लगता है कि यार ट्रेनर्स आर फोकसिंग, बिकॉज थाई लोगों को पता है उनका गेम है, तो वो आपको वैसा डेवलप करेंगे, वो देखेंगे आपका पोटेंशियल किस में है.
Right.
तो एंड द थिंग इज इंडिया में यू ग्रो योरसेल्फ और अपना गेम को बढ़ाओ. कल को इंडिया में इफ वी गेट अ गुड प्रमोशन, ठीक है,
Mhm.
कंटिन्यूस प्रमोशन नहीं है. द प्रॉब्लम इज कि सी पीपल आर पुटिंग एफर्ट, बट जब तक यू डोंट हैव अ बिग स्केल प्रमोटर, जैसे थाईलैंड में क्या है, जैसे यू सी वन चैंपियनशिप,
Right.
यू सी सुपर चैंप, यू हैव एन नंबर ऑफ शोज है. तो
Right.
फाइटें रुकती नहीं है यहाँ पर. आपको फाइटर्स को अपॉर्चुनिटी की कोई कमी नहीं है. सो दैट्स
Right.
व्हाई you can get fights here, but
Mhm.
then in India you have to search for the fights.
Right. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And मैं खुद fighter रहा हूँ, मैं खुद promoter भी रहा हूँ. And
Yes.
as a promoter, I have not been able to do regular shows myself. क्योंकि हमारे
Yeah.
कुछ limitations भी होते हैं, and it's the market is still not ready according to me. But more
Yes.
importantly, and you can, I don't know how it's in Thailand, and I need your input about Thailand on this. जैसे मैं US में अगर लड़ रहा हूँ, what the promoter looks for is, can this guy sell tickets and fill the seats?
Okay.
And
In
based
Thailand,
on that,
it,
they put us in
in,
a position. Yeah, go ahead.
no. You carry on. Then I'll
राइट सॉरी तो यहाँ पे जो प्रमोटर का माइंडसेट है इज इट्स अ प्योर कैपिटल कंट्री कैपिटलिस्ट कंट्री राइट इनको पैसा बनाना है तो अगर फाइटर को कार्ड में रखा है अच्छा फाइटर भी होगा बट ही इज नॉट एबल टू सेल टिकट्स दे मे नॉट वांट टू पुट हिम ऑन द कार्ड मेरा एडवांटेज ये है कि मैं इंडियन बंदा हूँ तो किसी कार्ड में अगर फॉरेन फाइटर होगा तो उनके टिकट वैसे ही बिकते हैं तो आई हैव अ काइंड ऑफ एन एडवांटेज ओवर हियर लेकिन अगर मैं लोकल फाइटर होता दे फर्स्ट आस्क कि तुम्हारे फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली से कितने लोग आके टिकट खरीदेंगे
Hmm.
based on that they give them a spot on the promotion so it's a two-way street the promoter makes money because the fighter brings the crowd in and the fighter makes money if he wins and eventually grows एशिया में ये कल्चर है नहीं जहां तक मुझे पता है आई डोंट नो अबाउट थाईलैंड एंड यू कैन लेट मी नो
Thailand, Thailand is like the best tourist destination right now. तो आप जब यहाँ बांग्ला स्टेडियम में अगर आप आओगे, so I would show you that the stadium is packed and the
ओके
ticket price is 1500 baht. So
वाओ
1500 baht और minimum the crowd is when we go to fight is 300 people,
वाओ
maybe 400. So
ओके
you can imagine. So even मतलब वो उनका फ्लॉप शो भी इज अ हिट शो फॉर अस.
राइट राइट
You got my point. So
आई गॉट
they do the events three, जैसे बांग्ला में 3 इवेंट होते हैं एक वीक.
इट
So imagine they had a bad time in COVID, but उसके बाद अभी it's flourished. You see
राइट
so many tourists. So the income generation is mostly I think कि मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि mostly because viewership TV में भी बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ी है इनकी.
राइट
जैसे वन चैंपियनशिप is a big level, super champ. So they have like आज ही मैं कुछ पढ़ रहा था, Mal Lumpini has a 2.8 rating here in TRP in
वाओ
Thailand, so which is big. Then Super Champ has 1.7. तो वो भी एक बहुत बड़ी चीज है कि यहाँ पर इन लोगों को क्रेज है. एंड मुआ थाई शोज आर सो बिग है और
राइट
एमएमए नॉट बिग है, मुआ थाई इज बिग है.
राइट
तो ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड आपको एमएमए और बॉक्सिंग बड़ा मिलेगा, बट इन थाईलैंड इट्स मुआ थाई. तो uh, यहाँ पर मोस्टली द स्टेडियम्स जनरेट मनी बाय द टिकट्स.
राइट
And if they get any sponsor or someone कि हाँ बड़े shows हो गए, टीवी shows हो गए, they get some brand, जैसे supplement brand हो गया या जैसे energy drink brand हो गया, तो वो एक तरीका है कि हाँ दे मेक मनी, बट इंडिया में तो आई थिंक जैसे अभी एमएफएन है, एमएफएन आई थिंक दे हैव अ डील विद डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार। अभी पहले दे पुट सो मच मनी, आई थिंक उस उन्होंने इतना ज्यादा पैसा डाला उस पे, और दे हैव बीन डूइंग बिग शोज, और अभी आई थिंक डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार इज विद देम। तो
Right.
बिकॉज दे सी द पोटेंशियल, उनको
Right.
पोटेंशियल दिख रहा है। और अभी मुआ था भी, अगर किसी को पोटेंशियल दिखेगा इसमें
Hmm.
इंडिया में भी, और दिसी बिकॉज इंडिया में भी फाइटर्स उस लेवल पे डेवलप नहीं है जैसे यहाँ थाईलैंड में। यू कैन सी डिफरेंट कंट्रीज के फाइटर्स आर दे गिव गुड शोज। तो सिर्फ 10 फाइटर्स है जो अभी अभी एक्टिव यहाँ पर है, उससे बात नहीं बनेगी। तो वी नीड मोर फाइटर्स कि हाँ
Right.
और भी एक्टिव फाइटर्स होंगे और क्रेज होगा गेम के लिए, तो देन मे बी कोई सपोर्ट करने बैक करने आए, देन फाइटर्स विल गेट द पे, तो वो भी गेम के लिए इंटरेस्टेड होंगे। अभी जब मोटिवेशन नहीं होगा, कोई फाइनेंशियल बेनिफिट नहीं होगा, तो फिर बंदा नहीं आता। इसलिए थाईलैंड में आके ट्रेनिंग करते हैं, फाइट करते हैं, एंड द पर्स इज बिग नाउ।
Got it. Perfect. Uh, so I think we are 40 minutes into this talk already. I didn't even realize we're already in that long. But maybe we'll give 10 minutes more and talk. If there is something you want to advise athletes going in terms of the mindset outside the fight game. I mean, training अलग होती है, fight अलग होती है. लेकिन to be a professional fighter, it takes a lot more. You require family support, you require the right nutrition, खाना पीना सब ध्यान रखना पड़ता है. And when you go out of India, खासकर इंडियंस को दिक्कत ये होती है कि सारे इंडियंस सारे मीट खाते नहीं है. तो इंडिया के बाहर डाइट इज अ बिग इशू, एंड अगर
Yes,
वेजिटेबल इट्स इवन बिगर इशू. तो
yes.
how do you see this playing out? I mean, what should an athlete look at when he starts going pro and
So
starts going outside India?
I think, see, I am a non vegetarian, तो मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा इशू नहीं आया, but with vegetarian people, I think there is some issue because उनको then they have to cook themselves. उनको
Right,
कुकिंग आती होगी तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, नहीं आती होगी तो फिर स्ट्रगल है। तो
right,
वो भी एक अलग स्ट्रगल शुरू हो जाएगा। देन यू शुड हैव प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिशन, सप्लीमेंटेशन,
right.
योर this supplement like कैल्शियम, मल्टीविटामिन, ये सब फिश ऑयल, ये सब बहुत ज़रूरी है, बिकॉज यू ट्रेन सो हार्ड, यू वर्क सो हार्ड, एंड उसके बाद अगर कोई इंजरी हो जाए तो इट्स नॉट एबल टू रिकवर।
So what all supplements do you take normally?
आई टेक कैल्शियम, मल्टीविटामिन्स, फिश ऑयल एंड मैग्नीशियम, ये सब जो भी रिकवरी के लिए चाहिए, एंड देन आई टेक प्रोटीन,
ठीक है. और
बीसीडब्ल्यू।
क्रिएटिन लेते हो नहीं लेते हो? क्रिएटिन?
क्रेटीन आई थिंक इट होल्ड्स अ लॉट ऑफ वाटर, तो उसकी जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, मतलब बिकॉज ड्यूरिंग ट्रेनिंग आई ड्रिंक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, तो वो
राइट.
रिकवरी हो जाती है। बट
ठीक
अगर व्हेन आई एम कटिंग वेट, तो आई थिंक कभी कभी आई थिंक बिफोर कटिंग वेट आई लोड अप वाटर, तो क्रेटीन सही रहता है।
है. Got it. Got it. Got it. ठीक है. And how much do you normally cut before a fight?
See, in hardcore, I have cut the maximum in more hardcore. It was 70 kilos. So I was walking 78, 79.
अच्छा.
So
So
this
what do you,
was in 2 weeks. I cut 8 or 9 kilos, but this was really bad. Reason being, I was gonna fight 71 kilos,
hmm,
and at the time of weighing, one of my opponents, the guy I was fighting, it was a rematch. क्योंकि पहला फाइट मेरा हार्डकोर का बहुत क्लोज गया, तो people said for like the promoter kept a rematch, and the rematch guy didn't come.
okay, right.
तो they had a change of opponent,
Hmm,
and the opponent जो दूसरा आया वो और बड़ा नाम था, बड़ा नाम in the sense, but he was like in a weight category छोटा था मुझसे,
right,
walking weight category, but he's like a super champ belt holder, तो
right.
he was champion. तो and they said कि if you want to fight him, so we make your fight, but you have to cut 1 more kilo. So I've been cutting weight, 8 किलो मैं कट कर चुका हूँ इतने दिन में, एंड
Hmm,
वो बोल रहे हैं कि अगर तुझे फाइट करना है तो 1 किलो और कट कर, नहीं तो देन द फाइट इज कैंसिल, वी विल गिव यू द पर्स, जो भी मतलब दे एग्रीड फॉर। और
right,
देन आई हैड एन ऑप्शन कि मैं पैसा लूं और घर चलूं,
right.
या फिर देन आई थॉट कि यार मैं इतनी दूर आया हूँ एंड आई
Hmm,
वांट एक्शन, तो मेरे को फाइट करनी है, तो जो
right.
होगा मतलब। और वो एक जो डर होता है फाइट से पहले वाला, तो आई वांटेड टू शेयर दिस विद यू, वो जो डर वाला बात हो रहा था
Hmm,
कि आई फील द रीजन आई फाइट, द रीजन मोस्टली मेरे लिए जो मोटिवेशन है फाइट करने का, वो फाइट से 10 सेकंड पहले है।
okay.
तो जो आप देखते हो ना, जब रेफरी आपकी तरफ देखता है और उसकी तरफ देखता है, आप जाके मिलते हो, सो वो
Uh-huh.
10 सेकंड ही है। वो एड्रेनालिन रश मेरे को वैसे नहीं आता, मतलब
Right.
किसी भी में ट्रेनिंग करो कुछ करो, बट जैसे ही वो 10 सेकंड होते हैं ना लास्ट के, उसके
Mhm.
लिए आई एम फाइटिंग, बिकॉज वो मेरे को नहीं, मेरे को लगता है कि दैट इज व्हाट एक्टिवेट्स यू.
Right. Great. And I think when you start fighting, जो crowd response आता है, I'm sure the crowd in Thailand is really really vocal. And to be honest, इंडिया में मैंने उतना एक्सपीरियंस किया नहीं है जितना मैंने बाहर किया इंडिया के. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने यहाँ पे जब वॉशिंगटन में फाइट की थी, ऑल्दो आई लॉस्ट द फाइट, फाइट के बीच में कुछ लोग शेट्टी शेट्टी चिल्ला रहे, कोई मुझे जानता नहीं, nobody knows me here. I'm not a localite. But hearing that crowd chanting your name, that brings a lot of energy in you. How is it for you?
The level of respect for the game here,
Mhm.
for fighters here, is really good. Like एक fighter को अच्छा feel कराते हैं, आप जीतते हो तो then they come and they click. So last fight के बाद I'm telling you कि हुआ क्या मेरे साथ. I felt like a superstar after the last fight. तो
You
इतना
are a star.
मतलब my friends were like, अरे भाई मतलब अब चल हो गया तेरा. So there were like 10 people who are in a
Mhm.
queue to click pictures, and I was
Oh,
like
wow.
thinking, अरे भाई मैंने क्या कर दिया ऐसा, मतलब back of the mind you think, अरे मतलब आपने ये क्या अचीव कर दिया, but then
Right.
it's just for that moment, but that is what the crowd makes you feel. कोई भी हो, it's not about me, कोई भी बेल्ट जीतता है, कोई फाइट जीतता है वहां बड़ी, and they give a good show, so
Right.
people come and click pictures with them,
Mhm.
and they want, okay, one picture with them, one picture with my wife, picture with my friend, and something like that. So they come, तो उनके लिए दे मेक यू फील स्टार, चाहे वो उस मोमेंट के लिए फील करा रहे हैं, बट उस मोमेंट के लिए यू फील लाइक अच्छा, दैट आई गेट सो मच फेम फ्रॉम हेयर, तो आपको वो एक और मोटिवेशन मिल जाती है. देन
Mhm.
अच्छा, देन यू ट्रेन हार्ड, यू फाइट हार्ड, एंड इफ यू गिव अ गुड रिजल्ट एंड दे अप्रिशिएट यू, इवन व्हेन you show good heart, good fight.
Mhm.
So even if you lose, the crowd is chanting, crowd is clapping. That
Right.
is what respect means.
Absolutely.
One of
Absolutely.
my one of my fights I lost in Bangla with a
Mhm.
guy who's like a veteran. यहाँ पर बहुत fight कर चुका है वो. So the crowd said to me after the fight that was a robbery, that you won the
Right.
fight. So I didn't knew that I did good or not, but I was very like कि यार मैंने अच्छी fight करनी है, and I was happy after the fight. My coach was also happy after the fight. The
Right.
best thing was people came to me who don't know maybe anything about Muay Thai. They came to me. We think you win, and I was like,
Right.
that's it.
That's what you
That's
need.
that's when your hard work is like appreciated.
Right. And I think you shared the fight with me, and I had the same opinion.
Yeah.
The fight was yours.
Yeah.
But
But then
sometimes in the game this happens. When it goes to the
yeah.
judges, sometimes these things do happen, and I'm sorry that happened to you.
No,
But
but that's like a good learning lesson that you have to next time you have to give more than this.
Mhm.
So you train even harder, you train or even smarter this time. So that
Right.
if you get an opponent like this, so you have to change the strategy. तो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि losses are seriously. If I tell you, I didn't learn anything from my wins. I
Mhm.
only learned mostly by my losses.
Right.
Every
That's
loss I had, every loss, even if you know that because you know that you've been training hard, you've been fighting hard. अगर
Mhm.
आप जब हारते हो तो then you work on your craft more. Then
Right.
जब हम जीतने के बाद we are in a different zone. तो
Right.
we need to realize that.
Right. No, I think people got enamored by Khabib's undefeated record and Floyd Mayweather's undefeated record, and that's not how true combat sports really, really works. In the true spirit of the sport, you expect to lose at some point or the other. Yeah. But yeah, I think a lot of the family have joined in. In fact, I think Shtika Metals is asking Jija ji वापस कब आ रहे
Who- okay.
हो?
जल्दी
But
मिल.
yeah, this is amazing. I think you are very lucky to have a lot of family support. A lot of people don't
My
get that.
I want to thank अभी we are on a live, तो I want to thank my family, not because abhi I'm live, but I cannot express. When I was injured in Bangkok, so there came my in-laws, my family, everyone was so worried that everyone was like, they were shattered that ki what happened, because when you when you are in that zone, उनको हार जीत से कोई फर्क नहीं था, but I was injured. तो
Right.
वो लोग ने, they supported me like anything for that
Right.
time. I would take my wife's name and my dad, my mom. ठीक है, मम्मा मम्मा क्या होता है, वो लोग तो बहुत डरती हैं, ठीक है, चाहे मेरी वाइफ की मदर हो या मेरी मदर हो, वो डरते हैं, उनको डर लगता है.
Right.
But the strength the strength has been my dad and my wife, uh, जो जिनके साथ मैं interact कर रहा था. Then my in-laws, my brother-in-law जो मेरे को लेने आए थे वहाँ से, तो everyone who supported me
Right.
and my father-in-law, everyone, like जो भी थे वो, they were so worried, वो पूरे दिन like मेरे साथ थे. And my friends, Pratik came to meet me, many other friends came to meet me, क्या क्या गिफ्ट लेके आ रहे हैं. अरे मैंने कहा भाई मैं पिट के आया हूँ, मेरे को चोट लगी है. तो they came like they make me feel like a star. तो 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 वो experience था कि then you realize that what is the strength backing you, touchwood, that the family. So I think everything else is fake. जो भी था, जो भी चल रहा था. And then the gym I was training in Lavai Muathai, the owner Ralph, I would take his name as well because he supported me like anything. I would always be thankful to him
Right.
कि वो मेरे साथ थे लास्ट तक, जब तक मैं वहाँ से गया नहीं था. So he was taking care of me then. So I'm always thankful to him. एंड फैमिली का तो यू कैन नेवर नेवर लाइक यू कैन नेवर पे देम, कि वो तो आप ऐसा है कि आप हमेशा कितना भी करोगे तो कम ही रहेगा. तो नॉट ओनली माय फैमिली, माय इन-लॉज, एवरीवन. सो वो सब लोग इतना ज्यादा एक्टिव हो गए उस चीज को लेके. एंड आई वुड से कि कभी भी कोई भी फाइटर अगर डाउनफॉल होता है ना, जैसे तो आई हैव सीन सम पीपल गोइंग थ्रू बैड टाइम्स, तो
Right.
अगर उनको वहां पर फैमिली का सपोर्ट मिल जाए, तो आई थिंक मेरी रिकवरी का सबसे बड़ा रीजन वो यही था कि जैसे आई एम फ्रॉम अ पंजाबी फैमिली, तो खाने पीने में आई वाज गेटिंग रियली गुड फूड. मतलब ऐसा ऐसा ध्यान रखा जा रहा था मेरे खाने का. तो वो टाइम ऐसा था कि मैं बस खाता था. I was
अच्छा.
I was eating. My wife used to cook, my mom used to cook. तो मेरे को खाने का, और मैं कहीं जा भी रहा हूँ, किसी के घर भी जा रहा हूँ, तो खा ही रहा हूँ. तो
Right.
द फूड, सो आई वाज गेटिंग रियली गुड फूड. और पहले भी मिलता था, बट अभी क्या है, थोड़ा सा और ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस मिल रही थी क्योंकि
Right.
आप पिट के आए हो. तो उतना उतना ज्यादा आप इम्पोर्टेंट फील कर रहे थे. तो दिस होल प्रोसेस रियलाइज मी मेनी थिंग्स. सो आई थिंक उसके बाद एज अ फाइटर भी मेरे लिए कई चीजें चूज करनी या देखनी आसान हो गई
Right.
कि what path I have to take और risk कैसा लेना है. I don't have to fight everyone, any big name, because
Right.
I told you the guy I fought last fight hardcore में, who broke my the injury I had. तो he was training with Bukao and Superbon, the guys I look up to, the world champions. तो
Right.
उनका ट्रेनिंग पार्टनर था वो. तो so this was my 6-7 fight. So I'm like 6-7 fight or fighting with the MMA gloves. So
Right.
this is like I was not in my mind. I should have
Sure.
said no for the fight.
But
So
again,
वो भी
I think yeah, I think as Indians, and we think that we should take every fight that comes in front of us. If we don't, it's it's not right, and I think that's a very wrong mindset, and we need to get out of that.
we
But
have to be we have to be selfish as a fighter, because आप देखो बड़े से बड़े फाइटर सेल्फिश होते हैं यार.
right.
मतलब हम अभी मैं बोल रहा हूँ, बट सी अभी मैं खबीब का नाम लूंगा, बट कितनी बार हम ये सुनते हैं कि खबीब की फाइट कैंसिल हो गया या कुछ हो गया, वेट का कुछ हो गया, जो भी है. मतलब
Right.
दे आर स्मार्ट ना, उसने कभी वेट
Yeah.
चेंज नहीं किया, उसने उसी वेट पे खेला. ही नेवर लॉस्ट, दैट्स व्हाट ही इज अनडिफीटेड. बट he always kept his zone strong. उसने कभी
Right.
भी वो जोन को खराब नहीं करा. That is very important कि वो आप
Right.
अपने जोन को खराब ना करो. तो but then I look up to George St. Pierre as well
Yeah.
and Conor McGregor as well. ठीक है.
Right.
The game is popular because of one name, that is Conor McGregor. उसको
Absolutely.
आप कुछ भी बोल लो, कितना भी गलत बोल लो, बट आज MMA जहाँ पर है, जहाँ UFC जहाँ पर है, उसका बहुत बड़ा श्रेय एक ही बंदे को जाता है, who's the main guy. And then there is one guy I look up to as the martial artist, the real martial artist of in MMA world. It's George St. Pierre.
Same.
So
Exactly the same.
तो
Ji-
these are the guys. एक है जो बेचना जानते हैं, सेल्स
Mm.
करना जानते हैं, और एक है जो आपको एथिक्स सिखाते हैं लड़ने का, और
Right.
एज अ मार्शल आर्टिस्ट आपको कैसे ग्रो करना है.
Right. Great. So I think we spent a lot of good time with each other, and I didn't realize कि 55 minutes हो गए. So so I think before we log off, anything you want to share with your family, with the people, with the fans?
I want to thank you, Vaibhav. You have done a great initiative. You've taken a great initiative कि आप इंडियन फाइटर्स को प्रमोट कर रहे हो, हमें इतनी बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी दे रहे हो कि लोग हमें देख सके, सुन सके, और हमें इतना ऑनरेबल फील करा रहे हो कि वी आर डूइंग समथिंग गुड. तो मतलब ठीक है, बिकॉज आउट ऑफ एमएमए वर्ल्ड जब मुआ थाई का नाम लिया जाता है तो पीपल नो मुआ थाई, बट दे डोंट नो एनीवन फ्रॉम मुआ थाई. दे नो हाँ मुआ थाई एक्सपोर्ट है, बट इंडिया में अभी धीरे धीरे मुआ थाई का क्रेज बढ़ रहा है. बट आई सी एवरीवन फॉलोइंग एमएमए पाथ, वो एमएमए की तरफ जा रहे हैं. सो मैं ये बोलना चाहता हूँ कि जो बच्चे एमएमए में जाना चाहते हैं तो वो एमएमए में जाओ, बट जो बच्चे मुआ थाई में जाना चाहते हैं और वो अपनी लाइन चेंज कर लेते हैं एमएमए में जाके, तो
Mhm.
देयर इज अ चांस ऑफ अ बिग फेलियर एज वेल. क्योंकि आप करना कुछ चाहते हो, आप कर कुछ और रहे हो. ठीक है,
Mhm.
मैंने एमएमए की 2 फाइट्स करी है, बट एमेच्योर फाइट्स, मैं दोनों फाइट जीता, बट
Mhm.
आई एम स्टिल नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन इट. क्यों? क्योंकि मुझे स्ट्राइकिंग ज्यादा फैसिनेट करता है और मुझे ज्यादा पसंद. आई हैव ट्रेन्ड विद अंशुल, तो मैं
Mhm.
अंशुल के साथ स्पारिंग कर रहा था काफी, मतलब उसके साथ मैंने ट्रेनिंग भी करी, स्पारिंग भी करी.
Mhm.
वो एमएमए में मेरे को एक तरफा कर सकता है
Right.
बिकॉज ही इज एन एमएमए गाय, बट ही इज वेरी स्ट्रांग. बट इफ आई डू स्ट्राइकिंग विद हिम आई कैन मैच हिम. तो
Right.
वो मुझे पता था कि मैं उससे स्ट्राइकिंग करूंगा, बट एमएमए में नहीं कर सकता.
Mhm.
तो आप अपनी गेम को चूज करोगे, आप ये नहीं कि क्योंकि मैं अगर रेसलर से जाके रेसलिंग करूंगा तो मैं नहीं जीत सकता. बट
Right.
अगर मैं मुआ थाई कर रहा हूँ और कोई रेसलर आके मुझे चैलेंज करेगा तो आ जाए, तो देन आई वुड से कम. तो वो दोनों अलग चीज है. आप अपने गेम को सपोर्ट करो. दिस इज नॉट टू शो योर ईगो या कि मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. अगर
Right.
आप एक पाथ को फॉलो करोगे, अगर आप मुआ थाई फाइटर बनना चाहते हो तो उस ड्रीम को लिव करने की सोचो. आप उसके लिए रिस्क लो, आप उसके लिए बाहर जाओ, निकलो और एफर्ट्स डालो. या किक बॉक्सर बनना चाहते हो तो
Mhm.
उसके लिए आप एफर्ट डालो. मे बी इंडिया से भी ऐसे किक बॉक्सर्स होंगे, मे बी इंडिया से भी ऐसे मुआ थाई फाइटर्स होंगे जिनका नाम बोकाओ जैसा होगा, जिनका नाम सेंचाई जैसा होगा, जिनका नाम सुपरमॉन जैसा होगा, जो चिंगिस अलेसोव जैसे, माराट ग्रिगोरियन जैसे. सो देयर वाज एन इंस्टेंस, मैं अपनी बांग्ला की फाइट कर रहा था व्हेन आई वाज कमिंग बैक, मैं कम बैक कर रहा था, तो आई मेट माय आइडल ऑफ किक बॉक्सिंग.
Okay.
दिस इज द बिगेस्ट थिंग फॉर मी. आई मेट माराट ग्रिगोरियन, जो
Okay.
किक बॉक्सिंग का सबसे बड़े स्टार है मेरे
Right.
हिसाब से, जो सुपरस्टार फ्रॉम आर्मेनिया,
Mhm.
वो वहीं पे थे. एंड आई वाज लाइक आई नो दिस गाय. सो यू अंडरस्टैंड, एंड आई विन दैट फाइट बाय नॉकआउट, पंच नॉकआउट.
Mhm.
And after that, I message him, I text him because one of my friend is his friend. So he
Mhm.
said, I saw your fight. Congratulations, good.
Nice.
That was a big thing for me. तो आपको
Mhm.
कुछ नहीं पता कि अगर आप फॉलो कर रहे हो अपने ड्रीम को, आप किससे मिल लो या कहाँ पे रास्ता ले जाएगा. जस्ट फॉलो योर ड्रीम्स. अगर आपकी फैमिली सपोर्ट करती है, सबसे पहले फैमिली, अगर यू हैव दैट कि आपको सपोर्ट मिल रहा है, यू कैन टेक दैट रिस्क, तो लो. अगर नहीं ले सकते हो सो देन गो फॉर. मैं ये भी बोलूंगा कि आप डोंट टेक लोन्स और अपनी फैमिली को रिस्क पे मत डालो. अगर आपको गवर्नमेंट सपोर्ट वाला गेम चलेगा तो उसकी तरफ जाओ फिर, क्योंकि अगर यू हैव पोटेंशियल तो उसकी तरफ जाओ, क्योंकि दिस दिस इज नॉट अ गवर्नमेंट रिकॉग्नाइज्ड स्पोर्ट. तो
Right.
इसके लिए हमें अभी, इसीलिए मैं प्रोफेशनल में हूँ, तो
Right.
आपको वो एफर्ट डालना पड़ेगा.
Got it. Great. Thank you so much, Ashish.
थैंक यू
And
भाई.
I think a lot of people have been trying to message you. We have a lot of your family. Some Kachora Kapoor is saying hello, Ashish sir. So I think a lot of people have joined in, and I think this was a very interesting talk. I'm sure they have a lot of insights. And thank you so much, Yara. And this was the best way for me to start my podcast, and I couldn't have
Thank
better
you.
with you than with you. Yeah. Okay, then thanks a lot, man. And I know you have to go catch a French fight. I'll catch
Yeah,
up with
thank
you. Okay.
you. He's fighting
And
for the best, right? So I wish him luck, lots of luck, man.
best of
He's
luck
fighting.
to him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be in his
And
corner.
oh, perfect. Brilliant. So, yeah, best of luck to you and to him. And to everyone watching, yeah, thank you for joining in, and we'll catch up next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaibhav. Thanks a lot.